Welcome. Thank you for joining me. Go ahead and find a comfortable seat. Let the eyes float closed. When you've arrived in your seat, just shrug the shoulders up and back a few times. And then let yourself drop into stillness, taking a really deep, conscious breath in. As you exhale, soften through the shoulders and the face. I want to share a little passage with you, and this is by Jeannie Roth, and she writes, "There isn't a someday, there never was. No one has ever been to the future that you keep putting your life on hold for. All we ever have is now. And if you continually put your life on hold for what your life will be like tomorrow or next year, you won't recognize that you already have what you want because you will have spent years training yourself to want, not have." I invite you as you practice to allow yourself to be as present as possible with yourself exactly as you are, trusting that you are enough. There is nothing that you need to change or make different about yourself or your practice. Really seeing if you can spend this short practice present and catching yourself in those moments where you are venturing into that place of wanting or longing as opposed to simply being. Bringing the hands into prayer at the heart center. Lightly lift your heart up toward your thumbs, opening with one Om together. Breathing in the vibrations of Om, letting everything else go. The eyes float open, coming onto your hands and knees, stacking the shoulders right over the wrists, hips over the knees, moving through cat and cow. As you inhale, tuck the toes under, lift the gaze, tip the tailbone up. Exhaling for cat, untuck the toes, rounding chin to chest, navel to spine. Inhaling for cow, tuck the toes under, really opening wide across the collarbones. Exhaling for cat, press into the tops of the feet and all 10 fingerprints. Inhaling for cow, hammock the abdomen down as you lift the gaze. Exhaling for cat, untucking the toes, round, 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 press all the way back to child's pose. Hips to the heels, third eye drops to the mat, big toes are touching, the knees are just as wide as they need to be here. Giving yourself a moment to ground yourself, to connect with yourself, to consciously deepen the breath. And then extend the arms a little bit longer. Press into your palms, lift the hips, tuck the toes under, coming into your first downward dog, that inverted V shape. Really reaching the sit bones up and back, dropping the heels just as close to the mat as they'll come in this moment. Maybe shake the head out a little bit. And then start to pedal through the feet here, sending one heel closer to the ground and then the other. As you are ready, start to find stillness, engaging through the low abdominal muscles. Pull up through the front of the thighs, shifting a little more weight into the legs so that you're not dropping into the shoulders. Beginning to move with the breath as you inhale, come forward to plank pose, top of a push-up, downward dog. As you exhale, gaze right between your big toes. Inhale forward to plank, gaze past the top edge of the mat, downward dog. As you exhale, relax through the jaw and the tops of the shoulders. Inhaling forward to plank, stay here in plank pose as you exhale. Take one more breath in, and then lower the knees, the chest, and the chin. Baby cobra, scoop the heart forward and up as you point the toes back and down. Downward dog as you exhale, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Take a slow, deep breath in. And let all the breath go, fully present in this moment. Reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square your hips off, step the right foot between your thumbs. Physically scoop it up or take a second step if you need to. As you inhale, try to get a little bit longer through the back body. Exhale, step that left foot up to meet the right, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up. Catch opposite elbows overhead. Then draw the upper arm bones back. Shimmy up out of both sides of the waist, and then just start to reach side to side here, finding a little bit of space through the side body, anchoring evenly into both feet. When you are even on both sides, come back through center, really lifting up out of both sides of the waist. Start to lift the chest and the chin a little bit. Release the elbows, cactus the arms, nice and strong. Giving yourself a big bear hug with the right arm on top, left arm on the bottom. Maybe walk the fingertips back a little bit farther if you can. And then as you inhale, lift the elbows, the chin, and the chest. As you exhale, drop the elbows, chin to the chest, a little bit of that cat-cow spine here. Inhale, release the arms, reach up, look up, high prayer. Draw your prayer through the midline as you fold forward over the legs. Let the weight rock forward in the feet as the head and the breath go completely. Inhaling to your flat back, lengthen the tailbone back, reach the crown of the head forward. Left foot steps back to your low lunge. Lower that left knee down, untuck the toes, sweep the arms up to frame your face, Anjaneyasana. Circle the arms all the way back behind you and down to the mat. Tuck those left toes under, lift the left knee and thigh, step back to your downward dog. Feel the backs of your thighs press toward the back edge of the mat. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Stay here as you exhale. One more breath in, fully present, lowering the knees, the chest, and the chin. Baby cobra, scooping the heart forward and up. Keep hugging those elbows in toward your midline. Downward dog as you exhale. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Relax through the jaw. Reach your left leg up, three-legged dog. Open the hip, bend the knee, really firm up through the front of your right thigh. Strong standing leg. Lengthen that left leg long, square the hips. Step the left foot between your thumbs. Take a deep breath in here. Left knee is directly over the left ankle. Right foot meets the left at the top of the mat. Release over the legs. Let the weight rock forward in the feet. Sweep the arms out and up. Catch opposite elbows with the non-habitual elbow on top. And then lifting up out of the waist, start to reach side to side here. Finding even more length through the side body. When you're even on both sides, you'll come back to center. Maybe draw the upper arm bones a little bit farther behind the ears. Maybe lift up out of the waist just a little bit more. And then release the elbows, cactus the arms. Big bear hug with your left arm on top. Walk the hands back a little bit, giving yourself a nice big self-hug. As you inhale, lift the elbows, the chest, the chin, and the gaze. Exhale, draw the navel in toward the spine. Drop the elbows, drop the chin, round, round, round. As you inhale next, sweep the arms out and up. High prayers, you reach up, look up. Draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhaling to your flat back, try to get your chest parallel to the ground. Step your right foot back to your low lunge. Lower that right knee down, untuck the toes, hips shift forward and down as you sweep the arms forward and up, really lifting up out of the waist. Circle the arms back behind you and then down to the mat. Tuck your right toes under, lift the right knee and thigh. Downward dog as you exhale, gazing between your big toes. Relax through the jaw on the brow. Inhaling forward to plank pose. Pause here for the exhale, not wanting things to be any different, just pausing, breathing with yourself. Lower the knees, the chest, and the chin as you exhale. Baby cobra, press into the tops of the feet as you lift the heart and the gaze. Downward dog as you exhale, pressing your chest toward the tops of the thighs, spreading the toes nice and wide. Anchoring into the thumbs and the forefingers just a little bit more. One more breath here, grounding yourself evenly on both hands and both feet. Grounding yourself in the present moment with every inhale. Slowly begin to walk your feet up to the top edge of the mat, taking 4 or 5 little baby steps. There's absolutely no rush. When you've arrived, let the weight rock forward. Let there be a little bit of a bend in the knees. Think of resting the abdomen on the thighs. And then catch opposite elbows here, allowing the forearms and the crown of the head to heavily drop toward the mat. Sway the torso side to side, just like an elephant trunk here. And then switch which elbows on top so you're holding the non-habitual way. Maybe shake the head out a little bit. Maybe sway the torso again if that felt good. And then release the elbows, keep the knees bent and the head heavy as you slowly roll up one vertebra at a time. When you've arrived, no rush, you'll shrug the shoulders up and back a few times and then just let yourself find stillness, standing tall in Tadasana, mountain pose. Drop your chin to your chest, circle the right ear to the right shoulder, relax the tops of both shoulders, relax the jaw. Bring your chin back to your chest, circle the left ear to the left shoulder, stretching through the right side of the neck and the top of that right shoulder. Bring your chin back to your chest, bring the hands into prayer at the heart center. Inhale, lift the chest up, lift the heart toward the thumbs. Exhale, lift your chin away from your chest. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer, reach up, look up. Exhale, draw your prayer through the midline, folding forward over the legs. Inhaling to your flat back, step your right foot back to your low lunge. Take a deep breath in here, actively reach the right heel back, reach the crown of the head forward. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank pose. See if you can lower straight down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. If you need to lower the knees, you lower the knees. No big deal. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze. Lower the forehead down to the mat, tuck the toes under, press up to plank, strong and steady, just see what happens. Downward dog as you exhale, not wanting for things to be any different than they are. Reach that left leg up, 3-legged dog, open the hip, bend the knee, try to kick your right seat with that left heel. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, step the foot between the thumbs, take a deep breath in here, get a little bit longer through the spine. Exhale, reach your left arm up toward the ceiling, low lunge twist. Feel that left hip crease, pull back and in. Reach the left arm overhead, circle the hand down to the mat. Feet stay right where they are as you straighten that left leg, folding forward. Keep pulling the left hip crease back and in, relax the shoulders. Present with what is, knowing that you, your body, and your practice are enough exactly as they are in this moment. Inhale, rebend your left knee over the left ankle. Exhale, the right foot meets the left at the top of the mat, folding forward in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up. Exhale, draw your prayer through the midline, releasing over the legs. Let the breath in the head go. Inhaling to your flat back, lengthen the tailbone back. Step that left foot back to your low lunge. Deep breath in here. Right knee is directly over the right ankle. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling forward to plank. Slowly lower straight down to the mat if you can. Again, if you need to lower the knees, you lower the knees. It's no big deal. Baby cobra, scoop the chest forward and up. Keep hugging those elbows in. Lower the forehead down to the mat. Tuck the toes under. Press up to plank. Whatever happened, happened. Yes. Downward dog as you exhale. Reach that right leg up. Three-legged dog. Open the hip. Bend the knee. Lengthen the leg long, square the hips, step that right foot between your thumbs. Deep breath in here. Reach the right arm up toward the ceiling for your low lunge twist as you exhale, mindful that you're not dropping into the left side. Reach that right arm overhead, circle the right hand down to the mat, straighten the right leg, folding forward. Try to lengthen a little more through the entire back body and then hinge more from the hips, round less from the upper and mid back. Rebend that right knee over the right ankle. Step the left foot up to meet the right, releasing over the legs. Sweep the arms out and up, reach up, look up. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Let the weight rock back into the heels. Cactus the arms. You're going to eagle wrap your left arm underneath the right. As you inhale, straighten the legs, lift the elbows, lift the heart and the gaze. Exhale, sit back into chair pose, round, 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 round. Inhale, lengthen the legs, lift up out of the waist. Exhale, sit the hips back and down. Draw navel to spine as you round in on yourself here. One more time, inhale, straighten the legs, lift up out of the waist. Exhale, rounding in. Stay strong and steady with the legs. Just release the arms, reach them up to frame your face. Here you are in chair pose, Utkatasana. Fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhaling to your flat back, reaching nice and long through the spine. Step the right foot back to your low lunge. Left foot meets it in plank pose. Lowering halfway down, Chaturanga. Upward dog, actively press the mat away. Thighs and knees hover off the mat. Downward dog as you exhale. Keep in mind, you can stick with knees, chest, chin, and baby cobra, or lowering straight down in baby cobra if that's what your body needs today. Inhale, reach that right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose, shoulders right over your wrists, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot between your thumbs, rise up to your high lunge, feel those inner thighs hug in toward your midline. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Inhale to lengthen, moving with your breath. Exhale, rebend the knee. Last time, inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Pause here as you breathe in. Really lift up out of the waist. Lift the heart. Lift the gaze. Warrior two as you exhale. Spin that left heel down. I'm shifting to mirror you. Flip your right palm. Peaceful warrior. Reach all the way up and back. Reach, reach, reach. Cartwheel your hands into that low lunge twist. Left hand touches down. Spin to the ball of your left foot. Reach the right arm up. Reach that right arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat. Take a deep breath in here. Get longer through the spine. Exhale, straighten the right leg, folding forward. Inhale, back to your low lunge. Exhale, the left foot meets the right at the top of the mat, folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up, high prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Cactus those arms. Eagle wrapping. Left arm underneath right. As you inhale, straighten the legs, lift the elbows, lift the heart and the gaze. Exhale, bend the knees, round and try to relax the tops of the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, straighten the legs, lift the heart, the elbows and the gaze. Exhale, sitting into chair pose, navel to spine, round, round, round. One more time, inhale, straighten the legs, lift the elbows, the heart, and the gaze. Exhale, round in on yourself here. Stay strong in chair pose, just release the wrap of the arms, lightly lift the heart and the gaze. Fold over the legs, let all of that go. Inhaling to your flat back, lengthen nice and long through the spine. Step the left foot back to your low lunge, right foot meets it in plank pose, lowering halfway down, chaturanga. Upward dog, really roll the shoulders open as you lift the heart and the gaze. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhaling the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step that foot between your thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Feel the inner thighs hug in toward your midline for stability as you inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Keep the chin and the gaze lifted. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Last time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to bend. Pause here as you breathe in. Really lift up out of the waist. Warrior two as you exhale. Spin the back heel down. I'm shifting to mirror you. Shoulders are still right over the hips. Flip your front palm. Peaceful warrior. Reach all the way up and back. Cartwheel your hands into your low lunge twist. Right hand touches down. Left arm sweeps up. Reach that left arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat. Take a deep breath in as you exhale. Straighten the left leg. Relax the shoulders. Rebend your left knee over the left ankle. Right foot meets the left at the top of the mat. Folding over the legs in Uttanasana. Sweep the arms out and up. High prayer. Exhale, prayer to the heart center. Sitting into chair pose, Utkatasana. Fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhaling to your flat back, extending nice and long through the spine. Plant your palms, yogi's choice. You can step back to plank or you can hop back to chaturanga. Make sure you land on bent elbows, safe with your joints. Coming into your upward dog. We're meeting back in downward dog. Take a full breath here. Fully present in this moment, not wanting for anything different, not longing for anything about yourself or your practice to be any different than they are. Reach the right leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose. Step the foot between your thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Inhale, straighten the right leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Pause here as you breathe in, lift up out of the waist. Open to warrior two. As you exhale, spin the left heel down, reaching long through the arms. Flip your right palm, peaceful warrior. Reach all the way up and back. Side angle, Parsvakonasana. You can bring the right forearm to the right thigh as that left arm reaches overhead. Maybe you bring the right hand inside of the foot, yogi's choice. Really lift up out of the right side of your waist. Actively press into the outer edge of your left foot and then try to wrap the right side of your rib cage toward the ceiling just a little bit more. Circle that left hand down to the mat, spin to the ball of your left foot, reach the right arm up toward the ceiling, low lunge twist. Reach that right arm overhead, circle the hand down to the mat, step to plank pose, lowering halfway down, chaturanga. Upward dog as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank pose. Stay in plank as you exhale. One more breath in. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. One solid piece meets the ground. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze, hover the palms off the mat. Circle the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Reach your knuckles back, try to lift your thumbs away from your seat. Yogi's choice, you can stay anchored in the feet or lift those legs. One more breath, maybe lift a little bit higher. And release down to the mat, hands come under the shoulders, tuck your toes under, press up to plank. Downward dog as you exhale. Right away as you inhale, reach the left leg up, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to the nose, step the foot between your thumbs. Rise up to your high lunge. Inhale, straighten the left leg. Exhale, rebend the knee. Pause here as you breathe in. Open to warrior two as you exhale again. I'm shifting to mirror you. Flip that left palm, peaceful warrior. Reach all the way up and back. Side angle, Parsvakonasana. Again, you can bring left forearm to the thigh or bring the hand inside of the foot, yogi's choice. Notice if you're starting to wing your seat out behind you. Actively press into the right foot to wrap that left hip under you. Engage through the inner right thigh. Reach a little bit longer through the right arm, but drop both shoulders away from the ears. Yes. Circling that right hand down to the mat. Reach the left arm up. Spin to the ball of your right foot. Low lunge twist. Reach that left arm overhead. Circle the hand down to the mat. Step to plank pose. Lowering chaturanga halfway down. Upward dog as you inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale forward to plank. Stay here for the exhale. Take one more breath in. Slowly lower all the way down to the mat. One solid piece. Baby cobra, lift the heart, lift the gaze, hover the palms off the mat. Circle the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers. Reach your knuckles back, lift the thumbs away from your seat, lift the legs if you can. And release down to the mat. Coming to Sphinx pose, bring those forearms right under your shoulders. I'm going to shift so you can see a little bit better. Elbows under shoulders, forearms parallel to one another. Think of energetically drawing the palms back and the heart forward. Everything from the navel through the sternum is lifting off the mat. So this is a lot of both front and back core work. Tuck your chin just ever so slightly. Tuck the toes, lift the thighs and the knees, lift the abdomen, forearm plank. Pause, breathe, stay present. Doing a little bit of shoulder strengthening after we did quite a bit of shoulder opening. Think of energetically drawing the palms back and the heart forward. Are you still present? Are you wanting for something else or something different? Can you simply be? One more breath in. You are stronger than you believe yourself to be. Lower back down to Sphinx pose. Lift the heart, roll those shoulders open. And then lower down to the mat. Bring the hands under your shoulders, child's pose. Hips to the heels, third eye, center of the forehead finds the mat. Bring your palms together in prayer. Bend the elbows on the mat. Bringing your thumbs to the back of your neck, maybe the very tops of the shoulders. Walk the elbows closer to one another and farther in front of you. And just pause here, drop into the breath. There is nothing in this moment that needs to be any different. There's nothing about you that needs to be any different. And release the hands back to the mat. Come to sit on the shins. Let the hips fall to one side. Bring the legs out in front of you. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Let the knees fall open. Heels are nice and far in front of you. So you've got a wide diamond shape with the legs. Round forward, bringing your forehead to the tops of the feet. Let the hips melt open. Let the low back round and release. Relax through the shoulders. Taking a moment here while you are literally looking inward to check in. How are you in this moment? One last breath here in Tadasana. And slowly roll up to sit. Draw the knees together. Scoot forward if you're not there already so you have space behind you on the mat. And then slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. You've arrived, hug the knees into your chest for a moment. Just let the low back release, let the shoulders melt open. And then lengthen the legs long on the mat, as wide as the mat, feet flop open. Hands come by your sides, palms face up, let the eyes close. Dropping into a short and sweet Shavasana. Allowing the efforts of your practice to soak in. Remembering that no effort, no matter how small or how large, is ever wasted. There isn't a someday. There never was. No one has ever been to the future that you keep putting your life on hold for. All we ever have is now. And if you continually put your life on hold for what your life will be like tomorrow or next year, you won't recognize that you already have what you want, because you will have spent years training yourself to want, not have. Let your next breath be a little bit deeper. Bring some gentle movements to the fingers and toes. Maybe nod the head side to side if that feels good for you. Sliding the feet onto the mat one at a time. Reach the arms long overhead, stretching through the torso. Gently roll to the right side into fetal position. Pressing into your top hand, come back to a comfortable cross-legged seat, Sukhasana. Allowing yourself to find stillness with the eyes closed, fully present, not wanting or longing for anything different or better. Joining the palms in prayer at the heart center. Lightly lifting the heart up toward the thumbs. Sealing practice with one Om. The best within me bows to the best within you. Namaste. Thank you.